Peeps, I actually just filmed an entire episode, but I don't know. I did not like it, and it went on for too long for what it was. So I'm going to do a random clip episode, a new version of the random clip episodes where I will be throwing the clips. Now, let's start this off with the clip you guys were supposed to get in the last random rant episode, where it was Rusev complaining about how much I made him walk.
Are you going to be scared to go?
Let's make me walk along.
It's good for you.
Fuck, man.
It is good for you. Oh, I'm going to go play Pokemon. I'll be right back.
I tell you guys, honestly, Rusev was my best friend from my college days. Still to this day, we are friends. Actually, was just messaging him the other day, despite the fact that he's all the way in Turkey right now. But he was not an athletic guy at all. He could not keep up with me, although I was like in my well, no, actually at that time, it was just out for me ending the long stint of general labor, getting my start towards the office world that I'm in now, which I do like because I get to do it from home. Yeah. There was another funny time when we were filming the Festival of Rusev. Any of you who watch pro wrestling, you probably remember the Festival of Friendship with Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. This is like my parody version of that. The WGF title was kayfabe vacated. I had to give it up because somehow my brother ended up controlling the company. And there was a tournament and I was barred from it. So the story was I trained Rusev and he went in the tournament and he won it. Shout out to all the other people who were in that. Steve, Rob, Frank. Definitely will bring you guys back if you get a chance. But yeah, that was an awesome run. And then the thing was the part where we do the super kick. We had to film that like 4 or 5 times. I'm going to actually show you guys the whole clip. I'll give you guys the start and where I go into the whole speech from home, then go into the whole celebration, then go to the YouTube space celebration. The kick at the end took us like 6-7 tries, and I have the clip somewhere. They're on my drive. I just gotta remember which file they are. All I gotta do is figure out what date it was, which I just gotta go to my emails and see which day I registered Rusev to come with me to the YouTube space. There was a few times he came, and then go to that date on the hard drive. But yeah, here it is. This is my first time being a bad guy, and maybe it might be a spoiler, but stay tuned. The new season of WGF might have me doing a turn there too. It was a hard pill to swallow that I couldn't be in the tournament. I wanted it to happen, so I actually got the competition that I craved, if you saw in episode 2. But it's all right, because I feel like a proud father. I have so much pride right now that my friend, who didn't even know how to hold a controller properly a few months ago, went through this whole thing and won the tournament. Now, this was a live tournament. You had to be there to watch it. So I know that I ain't going to be in the episode, but what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to show you the celebration. Now, you guys missed the party last night. Let's right now go to the clips of me and him partying at Rebel Nightclub, doing it up, styling, profiling, pre-juicing, everything. I'll show you a few clips of that right now. Then we're going to go to the YouTube space where I have a very, very, very special treat from my best friend, Rusev. Stay tuned. He's downing it. He tried to pass it to me. No, he's downing it. He's going to kill it. This is his beer. Budweiser! He killed it.
Yeah! This is Rusev! This is Rusev! yourself!
Ladies and gentlemen, as you already know, as you've already seen, we have a new WGF champion! And today, I take great pride. I feel like a proud father because our champion, our winner, was a close friend of mine who wasn't much of a gamer, but I took him under my wing and I trained him. If I wasn't going to be in that tournament, I was going to have someone representing me in that tournament, which is why right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are having the first annual festival of Rusev.
Audio Jungle.
One of my closest friends who's been in more vlogs than anyone else. Jason Rusev, Jason the Giver. Ladies and gentlemen, your new WGF champion, Rusev! Come on down, buddy.
What's up?
Give me a hug. Brothers hug. They don't shake hands. How does it feel to be the winner of the WGF Heavyweight Title Tournament?
Nothing can be better than this, bro. Feeling like this is a dream come true.
You are the champion. You have won the WGF champion.
It might be my first time,
Yeah.
but it might not be my last time.
Oh yes, definitely.
This is the one I always admire. Look at it, hardcore, baby. It's the WGF. I am the champion.
And you know what, my friend? You're my best friend. We worked hard together to get you ready for this tournament. I have gotten you a surprise.
What is my surprise?
Do you remember when we went to that event for the launch of YouTube Music and you saw a whole setup thing that you really liked?
Oh yeah, I
Right.
remember.
My awesome peeps at the YouTube space hooked me up.
What? Wow! Is it serious?
Like it, bro?
I love it!
That's not the only one. I got you both of them.
Yeah! Now we can do an event together, bro.
Yeah? Now you have a fancy design, you get your new house now that you're making that championship money.
Oh, by the way, I just passed my event management.
Congratulations, brother.
Thank you!
Just finished his post-grad. Let's get
This went yesterday.
Just yesterday?
Yeah?
You're finally a double college graduate now. Alright. You know what? I think you've waited long enough. I think we all want to see you finally hold that. It's time for what everyone has been waiting for. Let me go start that music for you, brother. Let me start that music, because it is time for you to finally get to hold your championship. He's the new WGF champion. Wait, look at it. Enjoy that moment. Enjoy that moment.
I see it all. Oh!
Audio Jungle.
What did he expect? You really think the Urban franchise, Tony Montana, was going to let some fat ass who can't even fucking play video games properly hold the World Gaming Federation Championship? You really thought I would have let any one of those jabronis who came in that damn tournament walk out with my goddamn belt? I'm not an idiot. Which is why I took precautions. Remember my caption? Clockers Apparel. Happy birthday, Mr. Clockers. I'm casting that in right now. Get the fuck over here, you fat fuck. 1, 2, 3. And like that, ladies and gentlemen, I am once again your WGF champion. Yeah, like, I don't know if you guys could tell, but he was just like so pissed off. It was like, the thing was just like, well, the first few times I did it, he immediately gets back up. He's like, whoa, bro, why'd you did it? I was like, no, this is a whole betrayal. And like the thing my brother Stuart goes on when I saw, he's like, you actually said that while he was there? He was like in shock that I had actually cut that promo. But I had done it a few times. And then when I would look at the clips and I'd see the way the kick looks, I was like, no, that's horrible. We got to redo this. Then there was the, what do you call it? Him like just getting up right away after the kicks. It was just like, no. I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to those type of things. So that's why certain shots I'd want to be perfect. Now I kind of realize, with action shots, it's kind of better to just do them in slow motion than speed up the clip itself. Yeah, I'm a lot more careful. And ironically, that whole thing, I had to get approval from YouTube. Like, you had to put stunts and stuff, and when I filled it up that I was going to be doing a super kick, a lot of, like, I had to do a video demonstration of me doing it to Dr. Claude. Just so YouTube could be like approve me doing it. Like, nope, that's great. We love you. You're awesome. We love him. Like, anything where I had to be approved or anything with me, YouTube was like, no, we love him. Blah blah blah. Let him do it. Let him do it. It was just pretty awesome. I loved YouTube. I love you. I still love YouTube. YouTube. I love you. Yeah. With those type of things, I want things to be perfectly. I have a vision. I want it done to show. Like, it was kind of messed up when casting someone for it. I had to bribe Rusev with like some really good smoke and a few beers and a burger. Well, actually, no, Popeyes. Popeyes is Rusev's weakness. But what do you call it? Yeah, I had people that like martial arts. Like, I put it like, okay, if you understand wrestling terms, I need someone who can sell a super kick. And I have all these martial artists. I could do a spin kick. I was like, I need someone to take the kick. And that was like the attitude I got from some of them is they're gonna come and they're gonna be like, when I did the super kick, they're like, I could do a better kick. I was like, no. It was just, casting is always annoying. It's just like, even when I casted for a particular race, I have people completely different look. Sometimes I was casting for a female. I fully had a dude apply for it. I was like, no, you're not what I'm looking for. Like, for me, I know some people, they just want the time. I have a vision. When I have a vision, I'm going to stick to that vision. I'm not going to pervert that vision. I ain't going to change that vision. If the story is going to be a black guy that looks like a young version of me and an Asian girl, that's who's it going to be. That's what I'm going to cast. Doesn't matter who applies, and it's been so much people like, do you know who I am? I've been in this. You're not what I'm looking for. I know the mainstream industry is probably like that. No. I don't need to do favors. I have my own audience. I don't need your audience to build me. If it was someone who actually had a considerable audience that ever offered, then it'd be one thing. But most of the times it was people whose audiences weren't even a fraction of mine acting like that, and have been in a few things, but really small things. So that I was like, okay, I would say to them, I understand you're talented, but you're just not right for what I'm looking for. And people would get so mad. Like, people have vendettas against me for that till now. It's just like, fuck. I'm sorry. These projects, honestly, you guys love them, and that's why I love you guys, but these projects are my vision. They're reflections of my life. I'm not going to change that. Part of a reason of falling out with a production company in the past is a suggestion that a story that I was willing to give stories from my past is going to be played by someone that was a completely different race and didn't even have hair. Hey, they're probably a much better actor than I am. Way more talented as an actor. But in that case, I would rather it be myself. I still look young enough to play myself, or why am I going to get someone else to tell my story? Ultimately, I know I'm money. People's like, you're not gonna, we need them. They're gonna make me. No, I am money. YouTube owes me money right now. I actually have a payment just went through from YouTube. I am money. I don't need anyone on my thing. I don't need anyone to play me. It's gonna be me who plays me. Unless it's gonna be a younger me, in which case I have a nephew. My youngest nephew, I kind of feel he would be perfect to play me if there's ever a time where I had to have someone play a young me. So if I was to ever really need to cast something, that would be who I'd be casting. He's got an afro going and stuff now. I was like, of course you're going to be the young me if I ever have to do that. I'm not going to go hire someone else. I'm going to try to keep it in the family as much as I can. Why do you think Dr. Clone's in so much thing? I'd have all my entire family in every video if they're willing to. If I was able to convince my parents to do videos, I would turn my dad into the new Angry Grandpa. But he would be like a much more cooler hood version of Angry Grandpa. They're not into it. They've never mentioned it. I don't know if it's something to ever do, but it would be awesome as hell. Because, everyone in my family, you think I have everyone in my family has so much personality. My dad probably has the most personality. It'd be like one of those things where it's like, Michael was doing his thing on YouTube for a while, but then when he brought Angry Grandpa, I was like, yo, no wonder you have personality. That's your dad, but your dad's way cooler than you. I don't know, lie, my dad was cooler than me. He was in sports. He got more girls than I did. He has a whole family. He has kids. I don't got any kids yet. Although technically, it could be argued that my adventures are probably, no. He was on the sea and stuff. I couldn't even compete with Big Daddy Cool. But yeah, this is supposed to be a clip episode, right? Well, I just showed you something from the YouTube space from the WGF. Let's go see another clip from the WGF with Dr. Clone and his old assistant. I don't know if you guys are kind of noticing our things. Usually my character is always affiliated with like an Asian girl, but my brother's character technically is always supposed to be affiliated with a Latina or a black girl. Just to show the differences, because like people, not everyone knows. Technically my brother's way more hood than I am. I won't even, like, he went to the hood high school. I went to like the mostly Asian high school. So of course he's more hood than me. But you don't really see that because he's an otaku. So it's just like, that's why he's like, no, he always has to be with a Latina or a black girl in his thing. And then I'm into Asian girls, and I do the authentic thing. It's like, well, I'd rather be with like the type of girls I'm into on my thing. Plus, it's representation. You don't see enough like black guys and Asian girls together and stuff. But yeah, even if it's just like co-hosts or stuff, you don't really see it. But yeah, let's go to that clip of Dr. Clone with his former assassin.
Vince, you better not make me say your name one more time. Vince! Fine. This was your third strike. My dear, it looks like you have a new assignment. Find my old associate named Vincent. Take care of him, would you?
Yes, no problem, Doctor. My pleasure.
That's what I call a quality assassin. You made your choice, Vince, when you refused to pick up the damn phone.
And I know what you're saying right now. Wait, didn't Dr. Clone have another assassin? Yes, he did. But that person is not to be mentioned. Actually, if you guys remember me saying I did a video with someone and they just were like horrible and I didn't even let them be in it. And then we did an interview and then the artist just like walked on an interview. It was actually that same person. I won't say the name. And I kind of think I've done a good job deleting all the stuff that they're in. I have so much shit posted. I've been on the line for how many years? Like almost 20 years. Yeah, let's end this off. I'm gonna keep talking randomly until I think of something cool, something really cool to like end this with a bang. So you guys, something actually interesting. What do we got? Do I go to the YouTube space? Oh man, there is one thing I know I'm not gonna find it. I ain't gonna find it. It's one time I saw a car crash into Woodside Mall. No, it's not my well. Oh, I already drank the other one. Okay. I friggin' some. I don't think I have that clip though. I have the clip somewhere, but to find it is gonna be a real pain. Using laptops or MacBooks or whatever, they're a lot smaller. I'm more of a desktop guy. I need to get a good desktop. Maybe one that can play games too. Give me some recommendations on that, peeps. Oh damn. Let's go to a random clip. I don't know what I'm gonna put, but when I'm editing, I'll put something in here. It was very, very pivotal in getting monetized, getting these opportunities like the YouTube space. You guys loving the wrestling content was all the different characters that me and my brother portrayed. We've given you guys a variety of different versions of ourselves in our multiverse of madness, if you will. Maybe one day you'll get another variant of Vivian. We'll see. We'll see.
I don't know about that.
But you know what?
Maybe for you guys later on.
You've never met any of my other versions, have you?
No, I haven't.
Okay, let's bring one of those guys out.
Who are you?
I'm good old Peel Gibbs. Nice to meet you, Vivian. I've heard about you. You on Open Franchise Entertainment Fat Kid Tuesdays?
Howdy.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I'm good old Peter Gibbs up in here. Finally get to be part of one of these anniversary specials. This is actually pretty nice. You know, you got a little thing with the name. There's little lights here. Wow, they didn't have that. They did not have that last time Peter Gibbs was out here. This is actually pretty nice. They just like literally put the phone on a few boxes for me, put a cigarette pack to hold it in place. I didn't even get a tripod. This is like, look at this fancy thing here. That's nice. You have done well, Tony Montana. You've done damn well.
He did do well.
Yeah,
He did very well.
He has definitely grown a lot of places since the TBS 420 Club. I know you guys have not seen me for a while. All right, peeps. Well, thank you for joining me on this premiere episode of Random Clips. I don't know. I keep trying different things, seeing what you guys are going to like. I'm just going to throw different stuff at you. Some days I have stuff planned, but on the other days I don't. I'll just do random new stuff. Sound off if you like these. Let me know. Stay good, peeps, and keep it blitz.
Audio Jungle.